Good day everybody, I'm going to explain to you how to do the filters over here. This display filter, which apparently should be filtering out the credit card payments and the cash payments, so whatever is basically selected based on any of these values should be displayed over here. So let's say there are total 10 items in the list, for example, and only 5 of them are cash. It should filter cash. If only 5 of them are credit card, it should filter credit card based on the selection. So that's basically, I'm going to show you how to do this. It starts off over here in insert. So when you're inserting, you should have recorded these values in 3 different arrays also. So when you record these different values in 3 different arrays, you can go directly and filter from those arrays instead of the list over here, because obviously when you're displaying the amount on the list, you are also modifying the string by having the currency value over there, which is AED or dollar or pound sign, whatever. So in the insert, these obviously should not be empty. There should be a selection the user should have made over here. Yeah, so this is the array which you should be doing. You should record whatever the category the user has entered, the amount the user has entered, payment method, selection, record this into an array. Where is that array? You declare it in the beginning, the actual beginning, which is the global array, which just before the method. It's not in any specific method. When you double click insert button or cancel button or exit button, you go inside a method. So it's not there, it's above their level. The categories array is the amounts array and the payment type array and an integer counter. So whenever you have successfully inserted a record, you do counter plus plus to count that how many values do you have in total, and also, as I just showed, to store the values over here. So that's the first step. The second step is when you're displaying, when you want to do the filter, what you would do is first of all, obviously clear out all the lists. So I'm gonna click on categories, not clear, and I'm gonna also write this for the other 2 categories, which is payment list dot items dot clear, and also the payment method amount list dot items dot clear. I've cleared the list now, but I've got the values in the arrays, so I need to be populating all these 3 lists with the appropriate array. So let's say if the user has selected cash, we will be running a loop to only populate the cash one. So let's do that now. If radio or credit radio 2, whatever the radio button names over here is, this is credit radio and this is cash radio 2. This is credit radio 2 dot checked, meaning if this is checked, or you can also do is equal to true if you like, because even if you don't do this, it does not matter, because this will give you true anyway. If radio 2 dot checked, now you will run the loop how many times based on the size of the array, any of these 3 arrays, because they're all the same size. So you will run for int I is equal to 0, or call it counter if you like. Counter is 0, counter is less than any array. So let's say amount array dot length counter plus plus. So run the loop, and inside the loop check if the amount which we are reading, it has the payment type as credit card. If it has that payment type as credit card, then add it into the list box, all the 3 values in the list box. So we'll check one by one. If excuse me, payment type array counter is equal to, and now you can check if it's credit card. Make sure the spelling is exactly the same which you write over here, when inserting the record. If payment type is credit card, then you now insert the category list and payment list and amount list. Category list dot items dot add. What would you add? You would add basically category array count. So for example, if you this will run how many times? 10 times. Initially it is 0, so you'll check the 0 record, the first record. If the first record, which is at the 0, the counter, it has credit card payment type in the payment type array, then add to the category lists. Right now it's empty because we have cleared all the 3, but we are now referring to the arrays. So categories array at address 0 added to the category items list, and also payment items and amount, and also payment list and amount list. Payment list with items dot add. Okay, so let's write this. Payments type array counter dot items, control space to take suggestion. It should be amount array counter. Okay, so this should do the job for us. If the credit card is selected, it would do this. If it's not selected, if cash is selected, now we're going to do this other thing. Else if, and now copy and paste the whole thing, and just change this to cash and this to cash. So to find out that the cash is selected. Come on, cash radio 2 dot checked. Okay. Then you insert. You check that it's cash payment, and now you insert. That's all basically. So the same thing. If none of them are selected, obviously you will do else. Message box dot show. Please make a selection. Please select a filter cash out print card. Sorry. Okay, so let's test that. Just now, let's say I add grocery and I spend 200, cash insert, and I say so we've got basically 2 cashes and 2 credit card. Let's filter cash now. Okay, so we've got basically 2 cash. Let's show this credit card now. So we've got credit card. However, what you should also do is, when I update this to this, you should update the total and also the highest and lowest. This is something which you should be doing also. So I hope you understood this now and you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching.